Dumped back into the Peoria zone, turnover forward, one time to the back door, Jansen shoots, he scores! Poked free by Ford, Ford on a breakaway forehand, he shoots, he scores! Nick Ford is out of his mind! Playoff hat trick, and it happens in moments! Roanoke had to jump to get that save, and they made another save. What an unbelievable play by Roanoke! Got the right skate out to the near post and kept the Havoc out of the Roanoke net. To the far side and now gets the puck back. Jansen shoots, he scores! A screamer from Mac Jansen. Now Stubbs finds Ford all alone, going to the hashes. He shoots, he scores! Now Hepner's shot, he scores! Brady Hepner ties it up. Now Nittedal finds Hepner, Hepner scores! 4:40 to go in the second period. Brady Hepner is on fire recently. He'll get a little shimmy, a little dancing in front of the Roanoke bench. Massive hit by Martin sends Godbout into the backboards. Armstrong back to DeVito, thrown in front, Stubbs had a chance, CJ Stubbs scores! Roanoke wins in overtime for the first time this season. Now Vela dropped the gloves with Dion, and Vela dropped Cody Dion with one punch. What a hit from Chris Vela, giving up about 6 inches to big Cody Dion. Right along the red line, Nittedal, another right hand on top of Kaiser. He's still banging on him. Josh Nittedal is losing his mind. This crowd is going crazy. Armstrong able to pick Bednar's pocket. O'Day will bank a pass to himself up the far sidewall, then do it again. Still O'Day through the slot. O'Day shoots. He scores. Remarkable from Matt O'Day. What a hit by DeVito. DeVito laid Kolcheski down to the ice. Roanoke will look to break from right to left. Sargis finds Ford. Ford shoots. He scores. Nick Ford gets the stretch pass from Sargis. The lead is 2 again. What a save by Bernard. Oh my goodness, he flashed the left glove and a heartbeat. Far side, it's Jansen. In front, Travis Broman, redirect, score! Power play goal for the Rail Yard Dawgs. Mac Jansen this time feeding Travis Broman. Down low to the captain, Armstrong. Centered, Broman shot, he scores! Game on in Roanoke. Travis Broman's second professional goal. 4,577 strong here at the Berglund Center on a Monday night, no less, for Game 3 of the President's Cup Final. It's been an awesome atmosphere tonight, and so far an awesome game, tied at 3 apiece between Peoria and Roanoke, with 12:49 to go in the third period. We'll rejoin play in the Rivermen zone. I'm Mitch Stewart, bringing you the action here on the Haley Toyota Rail Yard Dawgs Hockey Network. Face-off upcoming between Alec Bear and Brant Sherwood. Face-off tied up underneath Sherwood. Now jostling forward is Hepner and another Riverman. Travis Broman comes away with it. Toe drag across the crease. Just poked away from Broman as he was about to wrap it around the left pad of Barry. Cleared up the near side dasher by the Rivermen. Hageman gets driven down to the ice by Armstrong. Bear ended up finding a loose puck. His shot deflected by the skate of Valerian. Ends up coming all the way back to the near side corner. Grissom centered in front. McPherson tipped it between his skates. A wild carom off the stick. And Bernard's able to make the save. Roanoke cleared it out of their zone. I believe it took a deflection up and out of play, so no delay of game, but we're going to have to take it back to the Roanoke end as it bounced into the benches. 12:20 to go in the third period. Jeff Jones on the ice now with Ford and Jansen. Leonard in defense, along with Matt O'Day. We'll retake that face-off between Jones and Petrowski. It's the right wing perspective for the attacking Rivermen, who have outshot Roanoke 4-3 in this third period. Cleared away by Leonard after Jones won the faceoff. It goes right to Barry, so no icing. Well done by the Roanoke left-handed defenseman wearing 66, Leonard. Cleared by the Rivermen, couldn't quite be kept in by Matt O'Day, but Leonard will take it back in his own zone and dump it right back into the Peoria zone. High up into the air, it bounces right against the backboards, and it will be held in by Leonard, who initially sent it in at the blue line. Now Ford, pressured out of the Peoria zone by Petrowski. Moves it back for Martin. Martin across the Roanoke zone for Leonard. Leonard's cross ice pass was tipped, but Jansen gets the loose puck. Near side goal line. He'll wrap around the Peoria net to the far side corner and pass it out to the far point for Armstrong. Armstrong across the blue line to Martin. Martin dumps it down low off the near side boards for Jones. Gets tied up under the skates of Neville and Jones. Far side corner. Nick Ford now being bodied up against the boards by Laidley in the Peoria end. Jansen will go for a change during this brief stoppage. Play still rolling here. 11:20 to go in the third. One back by the Dawgs. Stubbs tried to go out to Armstrong at the blue line. The pass was tipped by Godbout all the way down towards Bernard, icing the call. Very close to that far post. You saw Sammy Bernard with his entire body up against that far post for dear life. Didn't want to have to touch it if he could avoid it, but it was close enough where he was not taking any risks. 11:11 to go in the third period. 3-3 between Roanoke and Peoria. We'll bring it back to the Rivermen zone for a face-off. Left wing perspective for the attacking Dawgs, it's far side. The Sargis line with DeVito and Stubbs are the forwards for Roanoke. Sargis beats Laidley on the draw. DeVito gets his stick lifted by Godbout, couldn't keep it in the zone. Armstrong back to the Peoria blue line for Stubbs. Stubbs throws it in front for Sargis. Sargis just has the puck tipped away from him, but he keeps it in back to Valerian at the near side blue line. Down the wall for Sargis. Sargis will backhand it in behind the Peoria net for Stubbs. Stubbs finds the overlapping Armstrong. Armstrong got to the far side post and just had the puck tipped away from him as he was going to try to beat Barry on a short side squeeze. 10:43 to go in the third. The Rivermen ice the puck on the clearance. We'll come back down to the Peoria zone for yet another faceoff. So looks like Jared Vroman might be dropped from the rotation for the time being. Roanoke going with 5 defensemen. Haven't seen much of Josh Ninadal in this period either. It looks like 9-5 for Roanoke is the call for Bremner as far as the amount of forwards and defensemen getting shifts. Roanoke lost the faceoff, but they get the puck back. A shot got tipped. Jansen was the one that fired it in the direction of the Peoria net. Kept in by the Dawgs, near side corner, Jones. Now Ford will come get a loose puck after Jones was dispossessed by Neville. Leonard keeps it in at the near side blue line and sends it back in the direction of the Peoria net for Jones. Jones gets pinned up against the boards away from the puck, but Roanoke keeps it in again. Wrapped behind the Peoria goal by O'Day. It couldn't quite reach Ford, and now the Rivermen will clear it right to left. Hageman's cross ice pass to the near side, missed by both Leonard and Bear, and now up ahead from O'Day to Ford, who already has a hat trick in this game. Ford gets driven into the backboards. The Dawgs, who complete a defense change, will keep it in through Travis Armstrong. Shot from the far side, tipped. Sherwood on a redirect. He scores! Roanoke leads 4-3 with 9:54 to go in the third period. Sherwood just able to get it by Barry on the centering feed from the far corner. Bit of a slow reaction from the crowd, from the players on the ice. It looked like Barry had made the stop, but Sherwood, cutting from the bottom of the right wing circle right in front of the Peoria net, is just able to get enough to muscle it by Jack Barry. We're just past the halfway point in this third period. Roanoke leads 4-3. Brant Sherwood's third goal of the postseason. Petrowski against Sherwood center ice to restart play here at the Berglund Center. 9:50 to go in the third period. The Dawgs lead by a goal. 9 minutes, 2 seconds remain in the second period. Roanoke leads 3-2. Nick Ford's goal assisted by Sean Leonard and CJ Stubbs. Stubbs able to find the breakaway of Ford, and Ford flipped it over Hunter Vorba. Jacob Barber hammers home a rebound on a Huntsville power play back at the other end. And that's how we have gotten to 3-2 after the second period started 2-1 Dawgs. Far side circle face-off will be taken by Ford against Nukovic, and now Nukovic gets booted from the draw. Newcomb will step in for the Havoc. Ford ties it up, it goes to Stubbs. He tries a one-time shot, gets kicked out to the far side corner glass. In behind the Huntsville net, taken back by Nick Ford. Near side circle, he'll move it to the point for Leonard. He shoots, he took a deflection and scored! Sean Leonard, first professional goal, and it comes in the President's Cup semifinals. 4-2 Dawgs with 8:50 to go in the second period. make a bow, Lindy. Someone grab that puck. And as you'd expect, Sean Leonard is going ballistic down in the Roanoke pitch. What a time for your first professional goal. 8:50 to go in the second. We'll rejoin play. The Dogs win the center ice faceoff. Their lead is back to 2 on a Sean Leonard point blast. Down the near side wall, Kilcheski takes it back for Huntsville. Moved by Vance up the far side wall, tipped in by Reginato to the Roanoke zone. Valerian absorbs the hit by Reginato, and the Dogs have it now for Armstrong. Armstrong in behind Austin Rodebush will survey. With 8:18 to go in the second, now steps out from behind the Roanoke net and Austin Rodebush. And now Armstrong gets held up, and a penalty against Reginato is going to come for hooking. Now Reginato skates right up behind Armstrong. He's trying to start something to get Armstrong in the box. Armstrong has his helmet taken off. He's just standing there and taking it all. Reginato is tilted. Armstrong composed as ever. The Dogs will go on the power play. Reginato to the box, and their 4-2 lead has a chance of going to 3. Sixth power play of the game for the Rail Yard Dawgs. We'll see if Genovese and Lainez tack on a second minor for unsportsmanlike against Reginato, and they will. Roughing will go after the hook. A double minor, 4-minute penalty for the Rail Yard Dawgs. Power play, I should say. Reginato will go to the box for 4, and that was well done by Travis Armstrong. Reginato had hooked up underneath, was upset with the call, and he went right up behind Armstrong and hooked him again, and then kind of grabbed him as Armstrong spun to him over the top of the head. He ended up taking his helmet off, and Armstrong just stood with his arms by his side the whole time, knowing the microscope was on him. Smart play by the Roanoke captain. Gives them 4 minutes here on their 6th power play attempt of the game. They are 1 for 5 previously. 4-2 with 8:11 to go in the second, and a chance for the Dogs to really clinch their teeth into the Havoc. Face-off won by Sargis. O'Day has it at the point near side. Down low to Jones, left wing circle. He'll move it even further up in the Huntsville zone for Ford. Back to Ford, top of the left wing circle. Thought about his shot, nearly lost the puck. Jones will recover for the Dogs in the corner near side. Ford in the corner. He's able to bat it to Sargis. Now back to Ford. Along the near side, goal line, surveys. Centered it right through the penalty killers. It took a deflection, but Sargis keeps possession for the Dogs. Far side blue line, Jansen will move it across the blue line for O'Day. Ford to Jansen, he shoots! Took a deflection from Kaiser out to the far side corner. Well done by the Havoc penalty killer. Kept in by O'Day. He'll whip it back to the near side for Ford. Ford down the near side, dasher for Jones. Jones trying to find Jansen, moving forward. Instead he'll drop it back for Ford. Ford left it at the back doorstep for Jansen, who just couldn't get there. O'Day back down the far side wall for Jansen. It was held in at the blue line. Jansen just outside the right wing circle. Will skate towards the corner, now bank it off the back wall, intended for Jones. Jones threw it in front just to kind of keep the possession alive. It goes off the pad of Vorva, held in by Sargis at the blue line. Ford knocks it back into the Huntsville zone. It never left. O'Day down low behind Hunter Vorva's net. He'll forehand it in behind for Jeff Jones. Jones has it, far side circle. Now back to Jansen at the far side point. O'Day recycled to him at the center point. Jansen, right wing circle to the near side. Jones has his shot deflected up above the Huntsville net. The clearance attempt kept in by the Dogs. 1 minute and 30 seconds of ozone time for Roanoke so far in this power play. It's a 4-minute minor for 2 penalties against Reginato. O'Day's shot, Sargis tried to deflect it. It's covered by Vorva. Some pushing and shoving after the whistle. You don't see Sargis get very involved in these post-whistle altercations too often, but he is not liking the way Kaiser was shoving him from behind. Kaiser just trying to clear some space away from his goaltender. Just some classic post-whistle shenanigans that you'd see in every game. Good shift from the top unit for Roanoke. They had 1 minute and 43 in the Huntsville zone. Could not find pay dirt on the power play goal. The second unit comes out with 2:17 left for Reginato in the box. 6:27 left in the second period. Dogs lead 4-2. Broman joined by Stubbs, Hefner, Sherwood, and DeVito. DeVito across the Huntsville blue line after the Dogs won the face-off for Sherwood. Now Sherwood out to the top of the left wing circle for Stubbs. He tried to send it down low for Broman. The pass was tipped, still kept in by Stubbs near side. He'll move it to the blue line for Sherwood. To the far side, centered by DeVito. Took a deflection, nearly went by as Broman got on the end of DeVito's shot. Broman still has it near side goal line. Tried to backhand it out to the far side for DeVito. Kilcheski tipped it away. Still held in by Roanoke. Sherwood at the point to DeVito. DeVito one-time cross-ice pass for Stubbs. Stubbs will send it back to the point for Sherwood. His shot took a deflection. Hebner redirected it. What a save by Hunter Vorva. And then a loose puck tapped in, scored by the Dogs. And they're going to wave it off. DeVito tapped it home. The puck was loose again. Oh, that is 2 times tonight that the puck was not covered by Vorva. He made a great save, but the puck was still loose. And DeVito hammered it home. We saw it at the end of the first period, and that is just crazy. That one right down to my left below me, clear as day. A phenomenal save by Hunter Vorva, not trying to take anything away, but that is 2 times tonight they've had a quick whistle on a loose puck in the Huntsville paint. Both times Roanoke scores, they wipe both goals off the board. It could be 6-2, still 4-2 Roanoke with 5:45 to go in the second. Reginato is still in the box for another minute and 35 seconds. Not Huntsville's fault, but they will benefit from that break. Top power play unit recycles back out for Roanoke. For Huntsville, it'll be Jones against Pionk. Pionk able to win the faceoff. Far side wall, Doug's trying to hold it in. Pionk is able to clear it. And then we have a whistle and a stoppage in the far side of the Huntsville zone. I think we had a hand pass coming out of the Huntsville end. That puck was kind of stuck up against the far side glass. It's Newcomb and Pionk with Pearl and Procopio for Huntsville. Jones, Sargis, Jansen, O'Day, and Ford for the Dogs. Underneath, Pionk and Jones. It's kept by Roanoke. Ford across the blue line for O'Day. Nearly missed the puck. He actually did, but held in by Jansen. Jansen whips it across the Huntsville zone to Jones. Back out top to the near side blue line for Ford. Ford finds O'Day at the center point. Now Jansen, top of the right wing circle to the back door. Jones shoots. He scores! Power play goal for Jeff Jones. The second time we've said that tonight. And it's 5-2 Roanoke with 5:18 to go in the second period. Jeff Jones, 2 power play goals. Once again, just like the first one, Jansen at the top of the right wing circle. Rotates it through the middle of the Huntsville penalty kill to the bottom of the left wing circle, and Jones able to turn on it, scoop it blind. Hunter Vorva. 5-2 Roanoke with 5:18 to go in the second period.